Hello there. I gather you are here for your French lesson. Is that correct? Yes, it is. What is your name, please? Perfect. Lovely to meet you. So it says here that you have signed up for French 101. Is that correct? Fantastic. Have you ever spoken any French before? None at all. That's perfect, because we are going to be going over the basics today. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, we are going to be going over all the conjunctives that you can use when you're speaking French. So, I, you, we, or us, you, groups of people, he, she, etc. So first we're going to go over that. So I'm going to come a little bit closer as I've got the sheet here. Okay. So the first one we need to start off with, the most important, is je. Je is I. Je, I. Good, well done. Next is tu, and that means you, singular. Tu, you. Perfect. Next is nous, and that means we. So nous is we. Fantastic. Next we have vous, which is you, but plural. So if you're speaking to a group of people, you would use vous instead of tu. So vous is you. Perfect. Now we have il. Il is he. Good. Next we have elle, which is she. Good. Next we have il with an S on the end, as you can see, and that is them, masculine. So if there was a group of men or boys, you would use il. Il, them. Good. Elle with an S, same thing, means them, but it's feminine. Elle, them. Perfect. And il is he, she, non-gender specific, which was added to the Le Robert dictionary in 2021. Il, he, she. Fantastic, you're doing really well so far. Let's move on. Next, I'm going to run through some verbs. Some are common verbs, some are uncommon. So verbs are doing words, as you know. Running, eating, walking, crying, laughing, loving, subscribing, liking, commenting. Verbs. So there are three main types of verbs. We have ER verbs, IR verbs, and RE verbs. So the first one we're going to look at is manger. Manger. To eat. So I'm going to say these verbs and I would like you to repeat after me, please. Manger. Perfect. Avoir, which is to have. Perfect. Être, which is to be. Very good. Aller, which is to go. Fantastic. Savoir, which is to know. Good. Dire, which is to say. Fantastic. Donner, which is to give. Fantastic. Vouloir, which is to want. Really good. Well done. Prendre, which is to take. Great pronunciation, well done. Demander, which is to ask. Great. Voir, which is to see. Fantastic. Comprendre, which is to understand. Great work. Trouver, which is to find. Perfect. Venir, which is to come. Good. Montrer, which is to show. Good. Penser, which is to think. Good. Courir, which is to run. Good. Attendre, which is to wait. Really good. Appeler, which is to call. Fantastic. Partir, which is not to party, is to leave. Good. Entendre, which is to hear. Good. Arriver, which is to arrive. Fantastic. Recevoir, which is to receive. Good. And finally, répondre, which is to answer. Great. You did really well there. I love the pronunciation. Now what I'm going to do is point to some of these verbs, and I would like you to say them without my aid. Very good. Excellent. Good. Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. That's good. Brilliant. Good. This is a difficult one. Well done. Good. Fantastic. Great job on the verbs there. So those are just some that you may use. They're helpful to know. Next we are going to move on to some conjunctives and how you use them with certain verbs. So let's give that a go. Okay. The first verb we are going to look at is a common one. I feel that everyone starts with this one. I definitely did start when I was learning. So this is manger. Can you remember what manger means? Good. It means to eat. Well done. Manger. So here are your conjunctives. Je, tu, nous, vous, il, elle, il. And as you see, I've highlighted some of the endings in blue here because they change with each different conjunctive that you use. So, first one, je. Je mange. And you drop the R and just use an E here. Good. Repeat after me, that's right. Tu manges. And here you see we've added an S on the end of that. E-S. Just E here, E-S here. Good. Nous mangeons. Again, nous mangeons. Brilliant. This one always confused me. E-O-N-S. Mangeons. Nous mangeons. E-O-N-S. Good. Vous mangez. Vous mangez. E-Z. E-Z at the end here. E-Z. Good. Il, L, we'll just choose one. Elle mange. Again, same as je. You just have an E on the end here. Mange. Mange. Elle mange. Il mange. Now this is where it can get a little bit confusing. I'm sure there are subtle differences once you get to know the language a bit more. However, these are said the same as these, and this is pronounced the same as this. So again, this would be elle mange. However, E-N-T is our ending. Elle mange. E-N-T. Il mange. Elle mange. Fantastic. Great understanding so far. So to run through them, repeat after me, please. Je mange. Good. Tu manges. Good. Nous mangeons. Great. Vous mangez. Il mange. Elle mange. Il mange. Elle mange. Fantastic. Now, we're going to finish the lesson with a little bit more difficult verb. This one I struggled with for sure when I first started learning. It is vouloir. Vouloir. Do you remember what vouloir means? It's to want. Vouloir. To want. So, as you see, it changes quite a bit throughout. Even at the start, V-O-U, it breaks that pattern almost immediately, V-E-U. So we're going to run through them. Je veux, with an X on the end. V-E-U, X. Je veux. Good. Tu veux. Again, V-E-U with an X on the end. Fantastic. Nous voulons. V-O-U-L-O-N-S. That's very confusing. Voulons. So it's like the start of the original verb and then O-N-S on the end. Voulons. Good. Vous, voulez. Voulez-vous. Everyone knows that. Vous, voulez. E-Z. Then we go back to V-E-U. Il veut, but it has a T on the end this time. Il veut. Elle veut. Good. Ils veulent. I don't think it's pronounced voulons. Il veut. L-E-N-T. Veut. Il veut. Elle veut. Il veut. Elle veut. Fantastic. Let's run through them quickly before we end the lesson. Je veux. Good. Tu veux. Good. Nous voulons. Good. Vous voulez. Good. Il veut. Good. Elle veut. Il veut. Elle veut. Fantastic. That is our lesson for today. I thank you so much for coming and choosing me as your first dip into the French language. I hope you've enjoyed your lesson and I hope to see you again soon. You have a good day now.